11 days.
何か飲みませんか、ドクター。私をこんなに成長させてくれてありがとうございます、先輩。
He calls me senpai.
ドクター。
Firing. I'm access. Of course. Expires in 1 day. Garbage?
私はフェン、やり使いです。新米チームの隊長もしています。私はフェン、やり使いです。新米チームの隊長もしています。
ラバ、術師だ。暇でしょうがなかったからなんとなくここに来たってわけなんだが、私の天敵もここにいるって聞いてな。
医師見習いのハイビスカスです。みんなからはハイビスって呼ばれてます。今日からドクターとロドス。
Nothing good. Nothing good as well. Restarts. Okay, Twilight of Wolumonde. Capital Spire, TW7. Map layout. Okay. This thing should do. Continuing off where we left off. Wolumonde discovered Atro's dead. Wraithro came to the rescue. Blah 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 blah. They're gonna figure out. They already figured out a lead. A former catastrophe messenger probably caused the arsonist or the arson of killing Dr. Atro and 4 infected. That's where we're currently at. Severin, I need everything you have on the catastrophe messenger named Betterman. Betterman, why? An old man told me he saw Betterman leading a riot. He's the one who destroyed the power plant. An old man? Is he a reliable source? He called himself the last of the Winter Wisps? He's still alive. No, He might be a fraud. A man like that wouldn't lie. It's just my intuition, but I don't think he would ever lie. This is his diary and his knife. I took them as keepsakes. But that means he must be... I never expected this. I thought all of his kind threw themselves into the lake. I'll go see him. I don't know. Should I see him? Should I go see him? He told me the whole story. According to him, the Winter Wisp weren't behind this. And he had no hate for you. He spoke very calmly. I understand why, but the rioters do use the Winter Wisp as an excuse for their looting. And it's just that, an excuse. I don't know, that sounds kind of like what's happening with the Black Lives Movement. I'll show you, by the way. Even if it's an excuse, they committed crimes. Next, they'll demand we throw open the granary and leave us to starve. Besides, the Winter Wisps have been mixed up with the Wolumondes at this point. No matter what the excuse, we can't trust them with our lives. We have Catastrophe Messenger who should have died. Not only did he live, but he sparked a rebellion. And nobody even knew about it. Faked his death. Putting it all together, it does seem likely that he was behind it. Yes, it makes sense if Bitterman is indeed still alive. He is one who could foment an uprising, and he knows Wolumonde is on the brink of famine. What about a motive? The Great Rift. After the catastrophe, people blamed him for the damage to the town. And in a matter of months, we stopped at least 7 acts of violence against him. There were even more that we weren't even aware of. After that, he shut himself inside and refused to come out. Most days he drank himself to violent outbursts. That is until Dr. Ashra broke down the door of his house. She broke it down. Dr. Ashra reached out to Bitterman after he hit rock bottom. From then on, he was usually there helping her with her work. It sounded like they got along. Sure, at least on the surface, that's why I never suspected him. Bitterman was always melancholic. And even when he worked with Dr. Ashra, we saw him smile. The more understanding townsfolk like myself tolerated him and his work, but he had enough of an excuse to seek vengeance on us. Okay. Emotionally, he has a clear motivation. Not that it means anything. Pretty much everyone has some reason or another to try to get back at someone. Vengeance? It's always vengeance. And before you get too comfortable with this, you did tell us that Bitterman was dead. You didn't positively identify the bodies, so you missed this possibility. But you can't just assume... Are you okay? Just a moment. Why did you get all quiet out there? Schultz. The townsfolk are on the move. They've gone to the siege Wolfontechnik Strasse. What? Get out there and stop them. We don't know who might be behind the Wolfontechnik. Oh my god. What if your reunion is holed up in there? I tried, but they were too agitated. They wouldn't listen to reason. They learned about reunion from somewhere. Those excitable yolks. There's a lot of movement in the town. And also, it looks like someone found their way here. They raised a militia and started combating a town. That means they're already deciding to go to war. The townsfolk know we're here. They want to burn us alive. Burn? Origami arts are part of their normal schooling. Even if the Teamsters can do simple arts. Starting a fire is easy enough for them. We can't stand here. Will Rhodes Islands lead the charge? No. I think it's just the angry people. They see us as villains drenched in sin. They are the ones who want to drive us away. That's all. Mudrock. Don't forget our people died in this town. You respect your choice, but you're still young, and you don't yet understand the meaning behind this. Just so you know, we're not all that easily roused. If we fight, an entire city will come after us. If we run, they'll brand us as arsonists, artisans, bandits. What's the difference? ... The normal Sarkis way is pretty simple. Just destroy the town, level it, done. The only trick part was the automatic arts units, but their infighting already dealt with those. Just give the order and we'll leave the moon to rest forever in the Winter Wisp. Mountain spring will never come. Winter is along this year. Time to make up your mind, Mudrock. Goes back our home. Out with the bandits, out with the infected. Weapons here, men. Come arm yourselves. Everyone with decent arts. What's happening? Why does it feel like they're preparing for war? That's about right. It is war. It is a war. Whoa, great throw. Give me a little warning next time. At least that's what it is to them. They think they're fighting a war. But why? Are the operators okay? No, they're not okay. I wouldn't say okay. It seems like Severin didn't want this to happen. Things are getting out of hand. Wolumonde says she found some clues. The man in this picture, the one Bitterman, is now one of our key suspects. Airscaper is operating on his own. Remember this man. We just need to know where he is. He's probably the one behind the insurgency. Find the bad guy. Got it. What about reunion? They set themselves up in the small bandit hunting village. People go in and out every day, but the big one doesn't move. Oh, and while I was figuring out which way to go, I found a small group that seemed to be patrolling around the edge of the town. It couldn't be. What's that? A rock. A giant made out of stone. Get some marks on it, but not fire. Fire is useless. Does anyone know any other Arknights? Hurry, we have to stop it. We're getting nuked. It's no use. You're making fools of yourselves. They aren't alive. They're just a bunch of rocks cobbled together by some arts. We need an arsifier to get the gramophone back. Use it on that thing. You think you get away with this? Give it up. Open your eyes. You know why this is happening. You know what brought ruin to Wolumonde. It's all you damn winter wisps teaming up with the infected to steal the town. It's what a bunch of morons. A head full of muscle and garbage. Didn't you see this is the end of Wolumonde? I know, but it ended quicker if we handed it over to you. Has Severin ever told you how much food you have stored? Did he even say when the town will get back on course? No, never. There's no hope. That's your fault. You destroyed my home. Wrong. It's your high and mighty nobles who pushed us to desperation, and that's why you're killing people. Wolumonde, we have to stop them. Now that we know who could be behind this. We shouldn't be hurting each other like this. Let's go talk to them. We can convince them not to storm the town hall. They know Rhodes Island, so there should be a way. Wolumonde, why are you stopping me? If we don't do something. Silently shakes her head. Wolumonde, there is no room for argument for the incentive on the battlefield. Life passes quickly, time is short. Truly, neither side knows what to debate. It is unclear why they went to war, why they give their lives in vain. Indeed, rather a few hold onto the ideals after taking up arms. But now, before my very eyes, they fight one another not only with weapons, but also with words. They cast blame along with the stones. A rare sight. Mudrock, let's go. I can tell you're still reluctant. Reluctant? When we came here, we only planned to... No, there's no point. There hasn't been. Since we first set foot in Wolumonde, we lost 4 of our people in the fire. I've already stopped so many, but now the other infected must be given perspective. Otherwise, we will lose control. No, the rage of the longing will go unsated. We may even turn up our back to the way we were. If you hate reunion so much, why did you join in the first place? I thought, never mind. It's time to fight. Mudrock will be a future unit, by the way. Can't wait for her banner. CW7, Sundered Land. They're going this way. Holy shit. Okay. I gotta stop that thing quickly.
ここっていい景色だね。
敵に型をつける。
みんなこっち来て。
Shit.
毒薬の準備が整いましたわ。戦場に出たからには死ぬ覚悟を決
I
めろ。
should try to slow this thing down as much as possible. Come on.
幻覚が見えるかしら。
Okay.
私の武器は誰に
Slow
も
it down
与え
as
るわ
much
け
as
この
possible.
ピンチを乗り越えよう。リンゴちゃん今日もよろしくね。
我が蜜液は汝に死をもたらす。
Try to slow it down as much as possible.
諦めるな。
決まったか。決まったか。な己が存在を自ら。
治療モード適用します。すぐに終わる。ただ一瞬です。
Oh shit, okay.
苦しみを忘れたことはありません。
このピンチを乗り越えよう。本気で行くよ。
I
準
don't
備
need
は
her
できた
there.
か。
I need Asia. Asia.
あなたは私がお守りします。
Oh
火事
shit.
には気をつけてください。
Okay. Holy shit. Okay. That's not gonna work.
オッケー。
Slow
体
them down.
が重く感じてきた。
こんなのちょうど完了しました。悪くない位置取りだね。イエスさー、犯人奴らを押しつぶせ。ポイズンキス。お待ちしておりましたわ。
I don't need her there. I need.
視界は良好ね。
あなたは私がお守りします。
何か考えがあるか。何か何時らが閉じてし不意。何人もか。
このピンチを乗り越えよう。下がって。
Oh shit. This is not good.
面倒だな。どけ。心配しないで。プログラムロード完了しました。
Okay.
どけ。
I don't
何
need
か
her
考
there.
えがあるのか。
前に進むぞ。了解。犯人奴らを押しつぶ
It's
せ。
over. Oh shit. Come on over here. The markings here, they look like they're simply venting. Among Us reference. Severe thought this was some kind of calculated sabotage. But what was it actually? This really does look like a senseless violence. Quick, did you find something? Sure did, but can you come here, Great Throat? I don't know how to say this. What is it? In that room, your pupils are red again. Control yourself. Don't be afraid. Here, Scarp. Stay outside with her. Warn the mob. Roger. And here. Oh. The mess. Someone's last desperate stand. Are these frozen limbs? Wait, who is this? God, she's the doctor. If you don't leave, we'll kill you too. The solution I just sprayed on you both is violet and toxic. Violet. Voltolite? What? What did you do to us? Out with it or I'll... How do you feel? Tell me where betterment is and I'll give you the antidote. or you can enjoy spending the next few hours vomiting between hallucination episodes. You're sick. I don't know any betterment. I just have to kill all the nobles. Then I'm afraid you're all going to stay in jail. A mushroom. That's a big mushroom. Why is it moving? Why is it biting? Goats. We have more wounded than a lot of them. The insurgents took over the market and Mabotsplatz, but many more people are still trapped in Wolfentenix. They're unstoppable. Once the fighting started, we lost all hope of stopping anything. Now we face two possible outcomes: surrender or fight. What should we do? Surrender, hand over the city to Reunion and the insurgents, and go starve to death in the snow. If we fight, both sides end up wounded or dead, and survivors will starve to death in the snow. Or, if casualties are unavoidable, we want the fewest possible. Schultz, uncle. Hey, uncle, that's blood. You're coughing up blood. I mean, he's dying. Sorry, just a second, Miss Tajina. My uncle, he can't speak, and... Are you okay? Abnormal breathing, lung lesions resulting in a loss of voice. This calls for... It calls for... What happened? Mr. Severine, he's actually... You should listen to the doctor and quit smoking. We don't need a test to see you have some serious persistent lung damage. Let me see here. I need to take this off. Hey, don't move. You're infected. Huh? These are the orthopathy symptoms. The iridium is pushing out from his lungs into his throat. This dark, powdery substance below your throat. That's iridium crystals surfacing through your skin. Your cells have begun fusing with iridium. Is this why you don't care about your health? Did he get it from the battle just now? This isn't an early symptom or an actual acute lesion. He's been infected for some time. Probably from the catastrophe. No, that's too recent. It must have been even before that. Black blood clots? Suzerain, take a sample. Okay, sorry sir, I'll be quick. No way, the hospital is functioning right now. Okay, take him to the town hall. Wolumonde can't beat without her Schultz. If you keep pushing yourself, she's definitely going to lose him. You really look like a doctor right now. Phew, it looks like I could talk for a minute after coughing up blood. Handy that. Tough guy. I have a favor to ask. Say your piece, but I'm taking you in. Lisa, hold him. Tahina, help me lift. Right. Please, everyone. Don't tell anyone I'm infected. Then I'll admit that I was the murderer who set the fire. I was the cause of all the Wolumonde's problems. And what of the real killer? I don't care. I can't. But at least they'll have the scapegoat and no excuse to keep fighting. Oh! Severin's gonna sacrifice himself to be the scapegoat. Okay. But it's not enough. Without an external force strong enough to clamp down on them, they'll continue the cycle of revenge. So I request Rhodes Island's assistance even though we can't afford to pay for it now. But if Wolumonde survives the disaster, we will repay you. We aren't charity. I'm begging you. I don't have authority to make promises on behalf of Rhodes Island. Saving a town of 10,000 people is beyond the scope of our mission, and way beyond the authority of me invested in me. But for Atro, we won't abandon Wolumonde. Thank you. Stand aside, we have wounded. Wraithro. Wraithro, why are you alone? Suzerain, take the Schultz to this upstairs parlor and don't let anyone see you. Brutal as it may be, once he settles down, Schultz Severin is going to have to stand up and lead again. Roger that, I'll take care of it. Tajina, there are riots all over town. People are getting hurt or killed. I can't just sit here. I'll go organize a militia that didn't get caught up in the riot. At least I can do something. Sure, go ahead. Thank you. Can we talk? We found Bitterman. What? We need to capture him immediately and end the riots. We have to avenge Atro. No. He's dead. Oh shit! What? We found him on the gramophone at coordinate B2. There were visible wounds on the back of his head, ice crystals remaining on the surface of his skin. All signs indicate an arts attack. The operator on the scene could not make an accurate determination, but the wounds on the surrounding cadavers indicated that Bitterman had died in the riot at least a few hours prior. Bitterman is dead, but the riots continue. We all know what that means. Quick and Airscape are searching his residence unless they run into trouble. Wait, you said he's already dead. If you really need me to repeat myself, yes, he's already dead. That's news. Who's the culprit? I watched as the smile on Folnick's face froze. Yes, that smile. The loss of an operator actually left her emotionally unstable until we learned about Bitterman. No longer troubled with the issues of colonism, the infected or class, she simply and happily found her revenge. Does she feel some momentary relief? Relief at having realized your goal. What's next? How am I going to deal with this new condition of hers? So it is what? A contingency contract operation agreement signed by one catastrophe messenger, Bitterman. So then, was it all part of the plan, including your own death, Bitterman? But why? Could that contingency thingamajiggy be the real mastermind? Letting people die in the catastrophe is not really their modus opportunity. They wouldn't act in such a brutal manner. But if he was helping the insurgents try to save more lives, why? Is this really going to save lives? At the end of the day, Great Throw says Wolumonde is in a real bad spot right now. Valid point. No, the contingency contract is just the platform. It is true that small percentage of messengers using the contingency contract have ulterior obsession leading them to save as many people as possible. Wolumonde had already suffered a catastrophe. Could he have set the fire to join the outside forces to intervene? Oh, what's up, Nub? I'm so glad Leonhardt, Rhodes Islands, and other catastrophe messengers don't get so mixed up with them. But that can't be right. What if? Airscape? What is it? Look over there, by the music store. What's that weird thing? It's a mountain. No, it's a big moving. No, it's a big moving boulder. Could it be that one guy's arts? That isn't the kind of one man's arts can do. Let's hurry back to the others. There's no way in an ordinary town militia is going to stand up against a battle-hardened combat squad, and the Sarkists are one at that. What's that? An earthquake? Ah, it's that rock monster again. Quick, start the gramophone. They came. Reunion is here to liberate us. Long live Reunion. Forward. Drive out the rotten nobles. Long live Reunion. Cover the retreat, get back to the town center and activate the gramophone. And stay safe. Got it. Tahina and the one at the end of the street, do you know him? Mudrock. Halt at ease. Yes, we are now just one step away. One step away from destroying this town. But there is no hope behind us. They cheer for liberation, but all we have freed is this anger and hatred. This typical bloody invasion. Is it? I don't really care. At this point, a happy ending is out of the question. This is the last chance, a chance to give them before we take a last step. A chance to surrender? No, a chance to fight back. A chance to show conviction and let us stand in for the people. Let us decide the winners and losers for ourselves. It's tough. Thankless work, being a mercenary, always the toughest, never appreciated. You're about to leave our store. Whatever, it's your call. Then, wait, what store were you guys at? Arise, Great Boulder.
みんなの努力の成果だからドクターも認めてくれるよね
The next mission is the last. I'm assuming this is the last mission. Oh shit, this is some really big brain shit right here. Oh no, there's still a few more extra chapters, the EX chapters.
Doctor.
Who's it on? I have you, have you, have you, I have you, I have you. One more pull for the lolly. It's garbage.
ラバ術師だ。暇でしょうがなかったからなんとなくここ
Okay, going back to the game. Oh, Twilight, what have done? EW8. Energy refill. This might be the last fight. We have a furniture store. Oh, you were at a furniture store. Okay, nice. We just celebrated Wish's birthday. Tajina, they broke the last gramophone. There's nothing we could do against those giants. Hey, the rioters started burning the houses, bastards, and the fire is spreading. Where are Tahina and Severin at a time like this? Yo, Severin is wounded. He's resting. He's resting while we're out here risking our lives? Quiet, we can't be fighting each other right now. Look around you, moron. Who's a moron? I don't see you doing anything with your arts. Thought it was V's too? Oh yeah, yeah, V. Yeah, it was V's birthday, I think. My bad. Who's a moron? I don't see you doing anything with your arts. Stop. We need a defensive arts in place to regain control of each jurisdiction. Caster on the east side down, and we need another one up there. Careful. Fire incoming. Help me! Baka Nissan. Put it out. Does anyone have some way of dosing the flames? It burns. Help me. Najina, save me. And they're dying. And actual words are swallowed up by the blood-curdling screams. The smell of charred flesh is amongst the most chilling odors one can experience. Yo, some people are burning alive. Nice. The man engulfed in flames, slowly losing his form, leaving behind only a darkened shadow-like corpse. He struggles to cry out as his skin sears and his blood boils. He reaches towards me in an unspeakable agony, begging me to save him. But did Thor go through the same pain? Nahina, focus, you're too far out. Be careful. No, careful. Huh? Lucky me, another noble lapdog to burn alive. Mudrock. Chaos. The town is all sliced up into little pieces like a cake. Now the last piece is crumbling to bits. They can't stop us. And even if we stopped ourselves, even if we packed up and left, do they really think they could survive? Lithania will leave them to die. The nearest nomadic city has 24 of the towers, and not a single lord can spare a glance for the dying little town of Winter Wisp Mountains. Tragic. There was a time when we grew wary of such tragedy. Let's not forget the standing here. Think things through. Sure, say what you don't ever talk like this. I'm just complaining. Complaining that we had held out so long, bidding our time, and nothing changed in the end. It all went to hell. It's just so anticlimactic. I'm disappointed. They're pushing in. Huh. I'm coming. Shit, tough nut to crack. Where did that Vopo came from? Are those Ninetales I'm seeing? No way, she's infected. Why is she with them? So young, after all you suffered. Shouldn't you be fighting back? Comrade, don't be deceived, fight the power. They are the criminals who chain and oppress us. You. You don't know anything. We sent them flying. The arts around here slowed down. Where do those arts come from? I've never seen it in the books. You can't decide someone else's fate. Rhodes Island's mom and dad and everyone else has been so good to me. And you, don't sneak up on me. I can't move. Stop ruining things for everyone. Think about all the pain you're causing. Everyone else. So what's next? Bitterman, the culprit is dead. We have no hard evidence until Click and Airscape return. Then who's the real killer? What is actually happening here? Actually, I don't know who the real killer is anymore. Now is not the time to discuss that. We have to put down the riot first. Nick, I don't know what to do. I understand. It's ridiculous, ironic, and hopeless. A doctor dedicated to healing the infected died in the midst of the infected riot. I've been fuming about it more than anyone. Why? Why does it have to be this way? Why doesn't anyone know what's happening here? Killing each other doesn't solve anything. You're all going to die. Nice way to put it. Get out of my way. I will go through you if I have to, kid or not. I'm not moving. You have to listen to me. Listen to what? Are you playing judge here? Who are you to determine what's right and what's wrong? How do you think we got here? Plenty of wannabe philosophers out there railing out about the era, the country, and the human nature. They don't know shit. If you're walking down the road in the highway with a knife asking for some charity, are you gonna have a heart-to-heart about Lethani's corruption? Or about Rim Billiton's blood-soaked operations? No. Uh-oh, I can't hold that much longer. He's thinking about how to kill you and get away with it. And you're thinking about whether you should shoot first or try to put a little distance between you. 9 times out of 10, you're just trying to make it out alive. There's always a little people to sacrifice. Turns out they're the people like us, not like you. You rest easy and talk about your ideals, complain about the shitty state of the world. You talk about the big picture, the real enemy is far away, so you don't deal with all the problems right in front of you. It's working. Keep it up. But you're all innocent. It's not like you all wanted this. Innocent. I need your sympathy. None of us are innocent. Piss off. We're doing what it takes to survive, even if it means somebody else can't. There's no charity in survival. Hey, what's up with that 9-tail Vupo girl? Target her, quick! Yeah, my staff is snapped. Where did that bolt come from? We're here. Escaper and Click should be out there evacuating civilians. As for us, Wolumonde? Reunion. I know what I heard. They were cheering that reunion liberated them. But they're not. No. They're the core of this, right? Get rid of them and it falls apart. If it weren't for them, Atro would still be alive. Wolumonde. Calm down. Sorry. This isn't your first time. It's not mine either. I'm just at a loss. Let's go. Rhodes Island is going to find a way to stop this, right? It's Rhodes Island. You put all your hopes in a bunch of kids, huh? They're so green. They didn't even get here in time to stop all of this. It's already over. But they are warriors. Oh. Warriors who have known the battlefield. Have the others withdrawn? We will go. The Sarkis tears off the reunion symbols and raises the hand, causing crumbling rocks to once again gather together. The battlefield falls silent. The rioters give away and the protesters retreat in fear. Only Mudrock. Mudrock steps forward, but one step. Are we about to go to battle? Mudrock is the boss of this event. Okay. Stinking Moonlight. I'm assuming this is the last chapter for the main story for this event. This is the final chapter. Okay. I need to prepare right here. Right here too. I need to fucking take control.
Okay.
I need to take control of the. I need to take control of the pads quickly. That's priority number 1.
ここからは一歩も引かない。私の得意技を見せてあげる。
頑張ります。少し暑いかもしれませんよ。
I need to heal it quickly.
ターゲットロックオン。
リンゴちゃん、今日もよろしくね。
ポイズンキス。
害虫だ。I have to give them a healer too.
幻覚が見えるかし
オッケー。
Oh shit, who died?
うわ、みんなこっち来
I
て。
need to give Lightning some power
悪く
too.
ない一度幻覚が見えるかしら。
オッケー。
I need to get rid of these goddamn Okay, this is not good.
この毒は
This is not
ゆっ
good
く
at
り
all.
とあなた方の命を蝕みますのよ。アニメ初ユニット起動
Oh
しま
shit.
す。
I did not expect it to go this bad.
君にできるかな。
少し
Alright,
暑
I
い
have to
か
pull
も
my
しれ
trump
ない。
card.
己が存在を自らに問
オッケ
I
ー。
gotta take control of the tower
乗
back
り越え
again.
よう。温度安定しています。
Who died? Okay, my unit died. Mudrock is here. Shit. Okay, fuck.
少し暑いかもしれませんよ。
I need to sacrifice
準備は
siege.
できたか。
Bring my sniper back here.
一気に片付けましょうか。
Heal.
プログラムアースユニット起動します。
I need to slow down Mudrock as soon as possible.
イエスさ。百分が一見に。
ピンチを乗り越えよ
あなたは
Oh shit, he does AoE
私が
damage.
お
Holy
守り
crap.
します。
This is not good. This is not good at all. I gotta kill him quickly.
この毒はゆっくりとあなた方の命を蝕みますのよ。
Fuck, who died? Shit.
忘れたことはありません。
He just
前
died.
に進むぞ。
Resurrect? Oh, Jesus Christ.
う。
Okay.
こ
Buff,
のピンチ
buff,
を
buff,
乗り
buff,
越えよ
buff.
プログラム治療プロセス開始します。この程度で止まると
Oh
思
shit,
うの。
I gotta stall for time. I gotta stall for time.
面倒だな。貴様の生死は
Fuck,
私が決め
okay,
る。
shit.
ドクタ
Not good.
ー、ここっていいけ
この毒は
Okay.
ゆっくりとあ
Everyone's
な
just
た
dead.
方の命を蝕みますのよ。
Oh shit, this is not great. This is not good at all.
君にできる
I
か
don't
な。
have a.
あ
Oh
な
my
たは
god.
私がお守りします。
This is so busted.
オッケー。空を舞う感覚味わってみない？
Oh my god, this is so
イ
busted.
エスさ。犯人。お前の父が込めた怒りの炎を今こそ震え。
I need to get rid of him.
心配しないで。
I need to kill the bot.
初期化治療プロセス開始します。
決まったか。
Yo, how do I get rid of this?
なんと己が存在を自らに問え。
I need to stall. I need to stall
前
right
に
here.
進むぞ。
温度安定しています。
I need to stall for time. Oh shit. Oh fuck.
さてどうする。
オッケー。
Stall for time
舞
as
う
much
感
as
覚
possible.
味わってみない？集中砲火。
どけ。
He's useless right now. I cannot heal him.
ドクター、ここっていい景色だね。
Come on, die.
下がって
Oh my god. What is this? This is so fucking cancer. Holy
ポイ
shit.
ズン。
Die. No, wait. Don't tell me he gets resurrected. Oh, finally. GG's. Get wrecked, son. Ah, Schultz, that's where you were. I heard you were hurt. Are you being discharged? There are so many wounded. If this keeps up, we'll run out of beds. Gina, how is Gina? I'm not sure. I heard someone burned to death in front of her. And she... Irk. Let it out, child. Just let it all out. I'm sorry. A good cry is healthy. But it's still chaos out there. I'll go between me and Rhodes Island's team. We'll figure it out. No, don't tell me. Take her to the bed. I'm taking command. Of course. Uncle, promise me you won't get yourself killed. Unfortunately, he has been foreshadowing his death. It's pointless to even say it's pointless. Have some hope at least. There's always a chance to turn things around. Man's gonna die. Let me through. We did it. We shattered the giants. This persistence, unexpected. If you keep holding back, we won't make it out in one piece. Your eyes are full of hatred and emptiness. You are angry about Dr. Atro, but what of it? We all have our own baggage. Shut up. Don't you dare speak her name. When the famine comes, you still will lose. You will still lose. No one will survive. Wolumonde will end. That goes without saying. Who is it you hate? Who are you going to save? Those arts again. Yeah. Oh shit, what did I miss? Nick. Okay. Delaying the time it takes for Mudrock's arts to activate what a strange ability. But do you really have the luxury to be getting distracted? Hey, let go of me. You're lucky if you were a few years older, I'll have already hacked off your dominant hand. Suzuran, don't try to run. You're just a medic. Don't try to fight. Severin, you can't. Another warrior. We found the real murderer. The one behind everything. The traitor Bitterman. Just moments ago brought to Rathius by the Rhodes Island's operators. Wait, Bitterman. Bitterman's still alive? What are you talking about? Don't listen to his bullshit. Does it even matter who the real murderer is? Or what we're fighting for is the end of marginalization of the infected and the end to aristocracy. Exploitation of the working class. Winterwist will rightfully reclaim its land. We are reunion. A new era begins today. Look, Severin, it's useless. Then kill me, reunion. Let's have a good fight. And then what? Winter and famine still will destroy the city. No? It may be a dead end, but I'd rather believe Rhodes Island can keep things from getting worse. At least some will survive. You see how bruised and battered you are? Your mask is half broken. Your giant is falling apart, and you're exhausted, aren't you? I can tell we're not so different, you and I. Sadly, say you got a light. What, Rock? It'll be my last cigarette anyway. Forget it. Do it now. Don't give them a chance to save me. Seventh Hawthorne, when you die, I will leave this place. This is a ghost town. Staying here is just waiting to die. I will tell them of your death. If they still wish to harm others, I shall personally deal with them. Fair enough. Farewell. These arts. What is this power? Why? Why must you die? Get out of here, girl. Don't die. I have to, so that others can live. Hey, Mudrock is in trouble. Let's go help him. Don't let up. But hey, even broke the Colossi. Surrender. Darkus is lost. Why do you have to fight for it? If you just need to vent your frustration, fine, I volunteer. Until you're satisfied. Hurry, fire up the gramophone. I don't know Lithanian arts. Go get us a Lithanian. Wait, what's up there? A drone. Don't look up. Look behind you. There's something with red eyes. You probably shouldn't move. Greythrow has you in your sights. Oh, and you don't want to turn around and look for her either. I'm watching you too. You seethe. You protect? How many times is this? You actually beat me. Drop your weapon, you're not getting away this time, Mudrock. ... You'll leave them hating Wolumonde same as they always did. Doesn't matter, they don't really want to change, they can only care about what's good for them. They could have worked together to get through the crisis, they didn't. They didn't care about the truth, they just wanted to loot and riot. Sounds like Black Lives movements. Miss Tajina is right. Even if you sacrifice yourself, it won't help anything. No matter how complex the backstory here is, the Rhodes Island's operator once set by the wild and infected riders destroyed town. The town actually wanted to protect. The Rhodes Island's OP team will die defending the plaza, this town hall. Really, this might lead to so much more death. But that's after you and after us. As long as we're still here, we'll fight to the end, so Atro can rest in peace. ... You really have defeated me. Maybe you can actually defend this tower to the death, but why? Many will die. Just like Atro, a meaningless death. The infected have a reason to fight. There's always a justification, but for now you're not solving the problem. You're only causing destruction. After the catastrophe struck Wolumonde, with supplies low and manpower short, what did you do? Tell me what you did. ... You were told not to move. Your arts are so sloppy that at this distance my crossbow is enough to incapacitate you. I'll be right back. Rhodes Island. What led to the fire and what did the fire lead to? The mastermind is already dead. Is he? ... Retreat. What? But we just... I said retreat. Only a few can pass through the Great Rift and return to the land of the warmth. It doesn't matter if you want to take back your land or get revenge on the rich. You will only end up a corpse in the snow. Do you want to spend the winter burning with rage? Do you want to warm yourselves with the fire fed with the bodies of the innocents? The murderer is dead. It's time to leave. But we have to take back Wolumonde. It's our land. Quiet, Winter Wisp. All you want is power. You want to cower behind the strong and pick up whatever scraps the power we leave behind. Don't question the leader. Wise up, or you'll be 6 feet under. This isn't over. We lost so many people. Are we going to leave like that, with our tails between our legs, just because of a few words? Calm him down, friend. A fist. A stone fist from underground. You still have the strength. You don't need to go that far just to stop them. They were on our side until the minute ago. I wanted to scare them, but never mind. Hey, stop calling your arts monsters friends. It's creepy. You don't have to listen. Leave me alone. I have decided to retreat. I can't force you all to listen, but I'm leaving those who follow me and also leaving. Those who stay, you're on your own. By the way, do you have a match? They might be wet. Those caches back there were a real pain. Give a light to that Severin man. Defeated warriors are lucky to leave the battlefield alive. Don't dawdle. Forget about reunion then. It's only a matter of time before we take the Rathius. This town needs us. Right there, Severin. Oh shit. I told you they wouldn't go down easily. They're coming. Eyes left. Get behind me. A bunch of lunatics. Rhodes Island is to protect this place. You have to go through us. They're going to use arts. Prepare the defenses, target the casters. What? They blocked my arts! Why are you doing this? Leader's orders. Even if we have to fight you, devil, we're not giving up. Huh. What happened? Are they fighting each other? Wait, Mudrock stopped moving. Leader, Earth, arise. Stop, Mudrock. You're burning through your own life. Doesn't matter. You don't have to use that ancient power. I said arise. All the rubbles begin to condense into a single point. A giant, looking over the distant mountains. Mudrock, however, stands motionless. It's huge. That's what she said. A last gasp, its body is collapsing. He pushed himself too hard. Fall back, don't be too hasty. Don't be hasty. Dot dot dot. No, Mudrock already spent all his energy. These arts. That's Sarkis. Witchcraft. I said. This is way too dangerous. You're sharing your life with your own creation. It's not worth it to subdue them. Dot dot dot. Fine, as you wish. Shed your hate and strife, alive. This is your last chance to escape. Leave this place. Those who still fight on only seek death for all. So come destroy me. Come defeat me. Why? Didn't he come to help us? Is he not reunion? I don't care, screw him. In the past, we helped you. That fire unsettled us all. We joined you, we guided you, but not for the sake of their deaths. Only for the sake of our lives. Now, sadly, it looks like we're not on the same side. Killing innocent people and Rhodes Island warriors, that's not our way. And if we're dealing with a bunch of rioters, we don't follow orders. Why show mercy? Us Sarkis, the devils, we're enough to take on anyone. More than enough. Okay. Drink some water. What happened? Everyone got so quiet as soon as the giant appeared. So, the mountain-sized monster is a kind of a Rigimart. Let's figure out how to get back to the Fulinic. Into the battle has subdued. Oh, never mind. God damn it. Come on, let's go. This town is done for. We have to find a way to get to the Great Rift before winter sets in. Abandon the town. Winter Wisp, clansmen, workers, and infected. There are other places to exact our revenge. Leave Wolumonde to its fate. There's no reason to fight the Sarkis. Fall back. Let's go. Mudrock, that's enough. Phew. They stopped. That was crazy. Since when are we in conflict meditation business? Look at this town. We brought chaos. It's not what we intended, but a rebellion is about self-interest. At its core, not so many people come with high-minded ideals. You're right. So what do we do with our struggle? With our deceased? Lost and pain follow us everywhere. Just a second. I found a spare match. Hey, Gendermere, here. Huh. The Sarkis warriors smoke. I already quit. How about that? Looks like everyone who quits still carries the matches. Cherish your life. And you, Rhodes Islanders. ... It's time to say goodbye. Maybe, just maybe, you can find a way to help these people. But none of that has anything to do with the Sarkis anymore. To the sound of the crumbling rock, the Sarkis turn and leave. The entire block is burning. The mob is gone, having left only out of fear. The last chunk tumbles into the ground. Mudrock is a future operator, by the way.
全ては秩序にのっとるべ
Fuck
きだ。
this fight.
摂理に反することなど誰にも許されない。
Oh, there's still more story content. Fuck. Okay. There's still more story content. Okay. Let me get this. Oh, she's expensive as hell. TWS2. The flame ignites the tip of the moon. Above the embers. I think this is the epilogue. Come in. Hello. I'm pretty sure I know what you're going to say, but go ahead and say it. It's on me then. I suspect the catastrophe messenger Bitterman was the mastermind behind all of this. This is the only assessment I can make based upon the extreme scarcity of the physical evidence. I've seen your evidence. Bitterman was a contagiously contract catastrophe messenger. Rhodes Island has worked with them a lot. They have contributed substantially to the fight against the catastrophes, but that doesn't mean they're all so benevolent. Speaking from experience as the bodyguard for catastrophe messengers, you are correct. After the catastrophe struck Wolumonde, Bitterman made the determination that the town could not be saved. Oh shit, okay, I see what he did. In order to save as many lives as possible, he decided to assassinate a Rhodes Island's operator to draw the attention of the outside world. Totally feasible. But would a contingency contract really sit by and let this happen? This should have some kind of standard. The contingency contract is merely a platform for offering up bounties and accomplishing goals. What goes on behind the scenes, no one knows. But there is a small group of catastrophe messengers with rather extreme beliefs that conflict, catastrophes with man-made disasters. If you excuse the turn of phrase, there are a bunch of six Altarians. As long as it frees people from the fear of catastrophes, no. They're not even interested in helping people. It's all about fighting some ancient imaginary enemy they call catastrophes. No action is too rash for them. And now, they're taking up the route. In this well-regulated contextual mechanism, they're far more entrenched than I previously thought. But herein lies the problem. This overreaction was predicted on the belief of Rhodes Island, the belief that Wolumonde would come looking for Atro. I don't know what, but that means this madman used the contingency contract. But I do know one thing for certain. He would not hinge his entire plan on feelings. In their eyes, what we do is something akin to acting out a fable. To bet everything on Rhodes Island's bonds with its operators is very strange. It's all just speculation. Okay then, sum it up. He sacrificed Atro so he could bring Rhodes Island to come and save everybody else. Because the town was fucked. The town was fucked and there was no point in saving it. But he betted on killing one of Rhodes Island's members to try to bring a squad to rescue the remains. That's basically what he's saying. No. This makes sense. Why? That thing in your hand, is that a gramophone cord? This is the only physical evidence of the scale of the fire. It was undoubtedly started by overloading this core. But Bitterman wasn't Lithanian. Even if he could somehow get his hands on this core, he would not have been able to master the radium arts that caused it to overload and incinerate those people. He had my throat. He'd only been here for half a year, not to mention the L44 gramophone system is a rather new product. If he really learned how to do this in such a short time, he should have gone to the Central University and joined one of the spires. So, yes, even now we're still not sure who the real killer is. Oh, shit. They don't know who got actually killed, but they're speculating it was Bitterman. If it was him, his decision making wouldn't be wrong. Aside from the collection of disasters that devastated our town and made our jobs even more difficult, we have nothing. Let's not be too quick to lose hope. These are all pretty shallow interferences. Do Wolumonde and Suzerain know about this? So much has happened and they're the ones who would be affected most by this. Honestly, I don't know how to break the news to them. Miss Wolumonde has been struggling to accept the emptiness of her vengeance. That may be selfish, but it's what's best for everyone. Or we could continue researching the truth. Most of the rebels have been arrested, others left with Mudrock, but there are still some people out there protesting. After all that, no one's in the mood for trouble. But the jail isn't in good shape, not to mention the riots also damaged a lot of supplies. Rations are getting even tighter. I know. Now then, how is Tashina? She was under a lot of stress to begin with, seeing that snapped her. The psychological damage is a lot more serious than her mild burns. I see, that's my fault. If we continue down this road, it's only going to cause more conflict. You have long since given up on the truth. If you had these doubts from the beginning but still went along with it, that only means... No, let me be clear about one thing. Bitterman is still the prime suspect from all the information we have so far. And these two questions about that means his ability to do not clear him. The evidence still points to him. I cannot deny that. At the end of the day, it is possible a contingency contract may have some methods we are not aware of. The truth still eludes us. I had given up on pursuing any truth when they told me I couldn't have a funeral for my son. Oh, so he wasn't cold-heartless. He actually cared about his dead son. As for what I really want, I just want the survivors to at least be able to... If that's what you really want, you should go to Rhodes Island for an examination. You're trembling. It's no secret I still have some fear of the infected. Fear. You fought that hard for all of us and it turns out you're afraid of the infected. Maybe Rhodes Island really is trustworthy. Oh god. Oh, and about your infection, I think Wolumonde wanted to ask. When did it happen? If I had known you were so hostile to the infected, Miss Greythroat, I probably wouldn't have hidden it. I'm the one who should be sorry. I've gotten used to my fear. When those old Winter Wisp clansmen were out there killing nobles and merchants, I was out there hunting them. The last of them had set up a camp at the lake. He knew I was coming. I guess he spotted my shadow and he stabbed me in the chest with a chunk of iridium. He was infected too. Yes, he was. I couldn't finish him off. I thought he was planning to fight to the death, but his and my revenge both came to an end. What happened? The look on his face at the last moment before we tumbled into the lake together was very strange. It was like regret. The old man was self-conscious of the relief he felt, just like how he sang his life away while we fought reunion and the insurgents. Kind of frustrating. He died. Apathy had failed to take him over the years. The last proper Winter Wisp clansman, abnormal people of the land, had died. The infected split from us. The populace could no longer stand the absurdity of the nobles. They rose up. And that's where it ended. Miss Tajina. Oh, it's you. I'm so glad you're alright. Yes. You look much better. Maybe I do push myself too hard. If I'm always falling down at times like this. But I've been forcing myself not to think about Thor. But his smile, his pain, the fire burning in his body. I'm sorry I'm doing it again. It's okay. We're both... No. At least the killer paid for what he did. The thing is... Voldemort was probably the killer. But somebody showed him how to use the gramophone. That is the true mastermind. And I don't think we'll figure out who the mastermind is. We'll never know. Maybe. Miss Wolumonde. No, never mind. Miss Wolumonde has a hunch. She knows it's not Bitterman. Well, intentional. You're right. But Wolumonde, it still has a lot of problems ahead of her. First and foremost, the infected. I'm sorry, I actually knew about Mr. Severin's condition. He asked me not to tell anyone. I should have told everyone as soon as he talked about using iridium arts to operate the refrigeration unit in the control room. But he's in a lot of pain too. Everyone is. Those who couldn't bear it have already been thrown in jail. The rest are just like me. Seeking out vengeance. Everyone over here. The route has been mapped out, and I believe a small group could make it back to the Rhodes Island safely. Wow, that was an unforgettable experience. Should I document it? Or try to forget it anyway? Just don't use it to make money. Give me a little credit. Would this route allow the people of Wolumonde to evacuate safely? Hard to say, that's a lot of people with even more wounded and prisoners. You can't leave the prisoners to die. Right, where's Greythroat? She left. She had to see someone. She'll join us later. Oh, I'll go get her. There's no need for it. No, there is. I'm going to get her. We should have elected new Schultz at once. But after all he's done for us, we shouldn't be so fickle. Even so, we can't let an infected wander the streets in broad daylight. We should decide after we see the results of Schultz Severin's medical examination. He might, no matter what the examination says, you can't have an infected leading us. What would the nobles say? What would the tourists or the merchants come to the town patrolled by an infected? Hey, hey. Outpost reports convey approaching. They're flying a Grandemir flag. What? Let's go see if the receiver still works. We have to confirm their IFF. ... In the midst of the crowd's debate, the former Schultz, Severin Hawthorne himself, has long since fallen asleep from exhaustion. He dreams of the moon moving forward across the shining plain, and a woman looked up to the stars while the men rebuild the towers. He dreams that a giant rises out of the earth, his fallen sun, and the giant casts away all the calamities, filling up the sundered land with a godlike power. He dreams of the giant lifting this town onto his shoulders, carrying it towards the melting ice. He dreams of songs floating of the wind, of the earth speaking Iridium sinking back into the ground, and Orpathy disappearing from the world. He dreams that giants in the winter with snow and water cradle the community, savagery, and civilization. He dreams that the giant stands firm. He is tired and his violent bronchial spasms do not bring him back to reality. Okay, he's dying. He continues to dream of leaning against his sickle, looking out on the fields of a golden wheat. He laughs in his dream until he weeps. It is the first time he's cried since losing his son. Oh shit. Oh, that's it now. That was the epilogue. Search warrant. I guess this is it for now. Until the EX chapters come out. So long.